Yep, I've been playing Fortnite on this 2013 MacBook Air, and the results have somewhat surprised me. So, what has it been like playing Fortnite on a 2013 MacBook Air? It's been okay, it's been alright. The first thing that we should talk about is that Fortnite requires a 2012 and above MacBook Air as they support Apple's graphics API, Metal. And this machine supports Metal. So yeah, we can play it on here. Before we get into the performance of Fortnite on here, let's talk about the specs of this MacBook Air. So this machine is obviously a MacBook Air 11-inch from mid-2013. Its processor is a 1.3 GHz Intel Core i5. Its memory is only 4 GB. Its graphics is an Intel HD Graphics 5000 with 1.5 GB of VRAM. So it's nothing too impressive, especially in regards to the processor and graphics card. That is its biggest downside. Oops, I cracked my knuckle, sorry. Also, the 4 GB of memory. Fortnite only needs 4 GB, but if we had 8 GB, it would probably be a lot better. So let's talk about the performance of this machine. So first off, I tested this under macOS, and then later I tested it under Windows 10. So let's talk about macOS first. So I was playing the game under macOS at a resolution of 1366 by 768. And then I put the frame rate limit to 30 FPS, quality to low, and then VSync was off, motion blur was off, and pretty much just everything is on low. How did it play? My average frame rate would be between 25 to 30 FPS. Nothing too special, but it is workable. The only issue is that, and it isn't as bad as it used to be. I think Fortnite or Epic Games have updated the game on macOS, but anyways, I would get these really random lag spikes that would just come out of nowhere, and it would just, like for 1 second, just drop down to like 8 FPS, 15 FPS, 20 FPS, just really randomly. And sometimes it would happen for a little bit, or sometimes it would happen for a few seconds, and then all of a sudden, for like a few minutes, there would be nothing. The reason why I had the game locked at an FPS of 30 is because I found that if I kept it on unlimited, it would lag more. If I kept it at 30, it would usually stay in between 25 to 30. I also tried playing the game at a resolution of 1280 by 720. However, it did not improve the performance whatsoever. It was basically exactly the same. However, I played Save the World on this Mac. The interesting thing was that in Save the World, it played really well on here. Now, not really well. I mean, it played the game at a resolution of 1366 by 768, and all quality settings were on low. However, I had no lag spikes, nothing. My average frame rate was 25 to 35 FPS. It was playable. It didn't look the prettiest, but it was playable. So I found that very weird, how Save the World works a lot better than Battle Royale. Now, let me know your thoughts on this, because it was really strange. I also tried installing the latest beta version of macOS, and I did not notice any improvement whatsoever. It was exactly the same. Another really annoying thing is whenever I played the game in macOS, it would take about 10 minutes to join a game. After I joined, and I would be really late into the game, any game I joined after that would connect very quickly. It's just always the first game when I launched Fortnite would take 10 minutes, sometimes more. So I don't know what that was. So that is Fortnite running under macOS. So let's talk about Windows 10 now. I installed Windows 10 on here, which is completely free. All you need is a USB. And yeah, I have a video in the description that I made last year if you want to know how to install Windows 10 on your Mac. So check it out if you want to. So when I was playing Battle Royale, my resolution was 1280 by 720. The frame rate limit was set to unlimited, which in this case worked better than locked at 30. the quality was on low, the 3D resolution was on 66%, VSync was off, motion blur was off, and yeah, my average FPS was about 45, substantially better. However, I still had these random lag spikes. Now, it was not nearly as bad as macOS, but it was still there. But it was far more playable under Windows 10, a lot more enjoyable. However, I tried Save the World again, and no lag spikes, an average frame rate of 35 to 40 FPS. My 3D resolution was 65%, and all quality settings were on low, and I'm running the game at 720p. I could even put textures to medium, however my frame rate would be around 30 FPS, so I put it on low, so it was about 40. I also tried for the first time GeForce Now, in Australia by the way, and it was amazing. I was able to play the game at 720p, 60 FPS, everything was on epic, VSync was on, motion blur was on, I got a locked 60 FPS, mwah, beautiful. If your Mac doesn't support Fortnite and you are able to get GeForce Now, do it, it is amazing. But anyways, that is Fortnite running on a 2013 MacBook Air. It has somewhat surprised me. I did not think it would be this playable. I wouldn't say that you should go out and get this machine to play Fortnite, but if you have a MacBook Air from 2013 and up, you can play Fortnite somewhat in macOS, but I would advise you to install Windows 10 because it is far more playable and more enjoyable. But that's Fortnite running on a MacBook Air. What did you think of this video? Are you surprised with the results? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know if you want me to test Fortnite on a Mac Mini. Anyways, see you later. Bye bye.